let's get some more analysis. James Farwell, he's a senior fellow at the Middle East Institute, joins me now from New Orleans. James, thanks so much for your time. What's your take on President Trump signing this proclamation?
Well, because I don't speak for the president, this is just what I observe, having watched him. I think there are several things that appear to me to be driving this decision. Number one, he's a very pro-Israeli president, arguably the most pro-Israeli president that we've had. Number two, he is concerned about securing Israel, and I think that in his mind, that this step helps increase the security of Israel. His supporters will agree with him. Obviously, there are plenty of critics who take a different view. I think the third thing that we shouldn't discount is that he's very close to Bibi Netanyahu, who faces a very difficult re-election campaign. And I think the timing might be dictated somewhat by a desire to help the prime minister secure re-election. But I think it's those three things together that motivate what he's doing. That would be my observation.
So, James, you've just touched on his close relationship with Netanyahu, and the pictures we're showing, they're even almost in matching outfits, really, with some very happy accomplices behind them there. And this election is coming up in Israel next month. How do you think this is going to affect it?
Affect Israelis or affect Americans?
Affect Israel's elections next month, both on the Netanyahu supporters and his opposition.
You know, I'm really not quite sure about that. This time, Netanyahu is facing opposition that is led by some very respected military people who disagree with his views on security. Netanyahu has shown time and again that he is an amazingly skilled politician. Israeli politics is a free-for-all and very often unpredictable. It's a very smart, energetic group of people on all sides, and they pull no punches. It'll be very interesting to see how that plays out. I don't think I'll make a prediction on that one.
Do you think this decision will impact politics in the region?
Well, it will. The thing one has to bear in mind is that there's a new factor in this equation that didn't used to be there a few years ago, and that is the introduction into Syria of Iranian military forces. And I think from the president's point of view, for example, the introduction of Iranian forces into Syria has challenged the security of Israel. And I think that probably is one of the things that has gone into his own thinking. The situation is very explosive, and I think that a lot of caution is going to be called for by all parties, because the last thing that benefits anyone would be an extension of a terrible civil war in Syria to embrace Israel. I don't think that's in anybody's interests.
James Farwell, always great to get your insight there, Senior Fellow at the Middle East Institute. Thanks again for your time.